I got a question for y'all brothers, man. How are you going to do it? How are you going to exit the matrix, brothers? Because we all know the world is jacked up. Whether it's from the political arena, whether it's from the food we're eating, whether it's from the whole health situation. Cut my ringer off, brothers. I know y'all been seeing those news articles or social media clips talking about how all these diseases, especially that HI, is on the rise in all these big cities and all these states. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If y'all are still talking rotations in 2024, man, y'all brothers have a death wish. Y'all brothers are actually walking the green mile, man. The world has changed, bro. So what I'm asking you, man, is how will you exit this thing? How will you leave the ways of the world? How will you leave the mindset of the world? How will you leave the barriers of the world? How will you leave the restrictions of the world? How will you leave the matrix? Do you even have a plan? Don't be like the sleepwalkers, brothers, that wake up every single day and just go through the motions, just go through and accept whatever life gives them. Don't be those brothers. Do you even have a plan? Do you even have something you're working towards to just free, if nothing else, to free your mind from thinking like everybody else, but ultimately to free your life from the way everybody else lives? I'm gonna tell you this, man. You don't have to live like the status quo says you have to live. There is a level of freedom that every single man can achieve, brother. Every single man can have control of his life. And I'm asking you, brothers, what's your plan to obtain that freedom? Because you have to understand the walls are closing in. The walls are closing in. And what I mean by that is there's no more middle class. The middle class is completely gone. Now, it'll probably come back in 20 or 30 years. But right now, the middle class is gone. You either have the people that are winning or you have the people that are complaining that the price of apples went up 25 cents yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's only two classes of people now, man. And I'm asking you, brothers, how are you and sisters, how are you going to escape the matrix? That's a real question. I'm gonna tell you this, man. The way that you can escape it, brother, or I'll say it like this, the keys to your freedom inside of you, man. And I know that sounds so cliche. That sounds so, the keys are inside of you, man. Like when Source said, or when the Bible says, you know what, your gift will make room for you and put you in a room amongst great men or something like that. Brother, that's real talk. There's not a single person on this planet that was brought here without that gift that can free them from the ways of this world. Not one single person. You just have to identify what it is, man. You just have to identify what it is. And the thing is, you know what it is. You're just sleeping on it because you don't understand. You don't really understand that the far majority of people don't really see it like you. In other words, you know that thing that you have the ability to do, right? Or you have a certain skill set, or you have something you're passionate about, or something you could talk about all day. You know that thing that can free you, but a lot of people will have a certain knowledge and not really move in it because they think everybody knows it. They think everybody knows what they're talking about. It's like, no, brother, like a lot of people do, but you're one of those few that know it like you know it. And I'm telling you, brothers, at some point, especially in the day and time we're living in, at some point, you have to tap into that, man. You have to tap into it, bro. Like, we can get on this World Wide Web and complain and point fingers about stuff all day, man. It's doing no good if you aren't trying to exit this thing, bro. If you aren't trying to leave it, man. It's in you. A lot of you sisters that bake cakes. A lot of you brothers that work on cars every single evening, every single weekend. Brother, don't you know that's your meal ticket? Don't you know that's your meal ticket? Y'all brothers or sisters that have certain knowledge about relationships and mental health. Those are your keys, man. I'm gonna tell you this, the stuff that I talk about now, the stuff that gave me my freedom. Let me say it like that. The thing that gave me my freedom, I was talking about this stuff at the water cooler, at the park, for years, on lunch break, for years. I thought everybody knew it. I thought everybody saw the world like I saw it. That was my ticket out. You have to identify what your ticket out is, brothers. Stop sleeping on yourself. You might call it something small. You might get off work and go get on that PlayStation for 5 hours. If that's your thing, if you've mastered college football 25, bags are behind it. Bags are behind it. If you into planting trees and cutting grass, bags are behind it. If you into cooking food and writing down recipes, bags are behind it. Freedom is behind it. So all I'm saying, man, is it's time for us to start waking up and start tapping into what God gave us, man. Because we can sit here and go to a job we don't like every single day and complain. If you aren't seeking that key, and it's not even about a person quitting their job, but tapping into something extra, man, so you can live life abundantly, man. You may love your job, but you want to live life abundantly. You want to be able to breathe. You want to be able to move around, man. And the way this world is working, bro, is restricting that. It's restricting that. Salaries aren't moving. Inflation is doing what it's doing. And a lot of other factors are taking place. They're real factors. But the thing is, man, God put something in us where we could really be immune to that. We could really find our way around that. We could really exit this whole system, man. So what's your plan, brothers? What's your strategy? Y'all brothers need to chime in to, I'm giving a webinar tomorrow, man. And I'm talking about this. I'm talking about exactly what I did to exit the matrix. I'm talking about exactly what you can do to exit the matrix, man. Again, brothers, it's time to tap into self. It's time to leave the system.